Today's horoscope, Pisces April 21st, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's Sun-Mars square can produce some tense or competitive energy, particularly with chores, work, or routines. There can be frustration and impatience if things are not moving quickly. Instead, you may need to navigate bruised egos around you. If you're not in a position to move ahead, you can feel frustrated. It may be best to channel excess energy mindfully rather than scattering it around. Be more vigilant when it comes to situations that could lead to mishaps, as there is a tendency to rush through things. If you don't take on an active role today, the day's influences can too quickly get under your skin. Fortunately, on a social level, your powers of attraction are particularly favorable now, especially through communication. You'll be vibing now. Prepare for your powerful mind and perception to skyrocket. This is because mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, will link in a sextile to mighty Pluto in your solar house of the unconscious. Please pay attention to profound hunches or instincts that come through and then articulate them assertively to your significant other. If single, use this energy to lure in romantic options and have some deep conversations about the meaning of life, love, and the universe. You could find someone who truly understands you on the deepest of levels. Do not be afraid to be authentic. Let your immediate work community inspire you to be yourself when Venus in your sign sextiles Uranus in Taurus. As you go throughout your workday, you may realize that your clients and colleagues are just as personable as they are professional. Seeing how they conduct themselves might inspire you to be less uptight. You may realize that your authenticity could be celebrated if you let your guard down just a bit. Be yourself. You will be pleasantly surprised by how easy it is to do even at work. You must pay attention to your bones. How are your bones feeling? There are many ways to nourish your skeletal system, calcium being one. Deep tissue massage and chiropractic, if possible, are other ways to nourish your bones. They stimulate the blood flow and sort of lubricate joints by paying close attention to the nerve endings in the connective tissues joining bone and flesh. If you want to feel better connected to your bones, try one of these methods for a change. Your ability to be empathic will be enhanced on this day. This can really serve you well when it comes to understanding the people you are closest to. Further, if there has been any sort of conflict around you, you will be able to foster cooperation readily. Be sure to let others know that you understand their feelings and that you are willing to help out. This can bring more comfort than you might realize today. Leave a little energy for some romance this evening. For the fourth time this week and within the space of just 5 days, there is another cosmic shift today, but this time with more predictability. Without exception, whether it was Mercury's departure from Pisces and return to your income sector, the asteroid Juno's departure from your career sector and return to your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery, or Mars' departure from a playful and creative part of your chart and return to your work sector, they were all do-overs. As the Sun leaves your income sector today and returns to your communication sector, this is when the solar will always shift onto your communications. In a case of perfect timing, it is just as Saturn is crossing the lunar nodes for the first time and Venus, the planet of love, is just days away from crossing them for the third time. The Sun returns to your communication sector. This is once again putting the spotlight on the lunar node's policing of a balance between your own and your relationship needs, which Saturn is asking that you take seriously. The Sun's return will make it easier to keep the communication lines open. Daily Planetary Overview. Today brings a unique blend of insight and spontaneity as Mercury in Aries forms a harmonious sextile with Pluto in Aquarius. This alignment opens the door to powerful revelations, some of which may come as subtle realizations, while others might show up as sudden clarity in conversations or decisions you've been mulling over. It's a moment where truth begins to surface, and that clarity can have a ripple effect across your relationships, your commitments, and even your perception of your own goals. If you've been waiting for the right information to guide your next step, keep your eyes and ears open. It may arrive in a surprising form today. Perhaps through a meaningful talk with a friend, an unexpected message, or even through quiet reflection. Whatever the source, what you learn now could shift how you engage with the people and promises that matter most to you. It's like the missing puzzle piece finally falls into place, and suddenly, you see the full picture with sharper focus. But as clarity arrives in one area, the energy of Venus in Pisces sextiling Uranus in Taurus might throw a few curveballs your way in others. Plans could shift quickly. Arrangements you thought were solid may need to be reworked. It might feel as though things are moving a little too fast, or that the ground beneath you is wobbling when all you wanted was a calm, predictable day. If you're feeling agitated by the unpredictability, pause. Breathe. Remind yourself that change isn't always a disruption, it can be an invitation. An invitation to realign with something even better than what you originally planned. In times like these, it's helpful to stay rooted in what you can control: your focus, your actions, and your mindset. Right now, your motivation is high, and your ability to translate ideas into action is sharp. This is an excellent time to channel your energy into a project or goal that matters to you. Whether it's career-related, creative, or personal, your dedication can lead to real progress. You may find that others take notice too. Recognition may come your way not just for your results, but for the thoughtful approach and resilience you bring to the process. Don't underestimate the value of pacing yourself and being strategic. If you're someone who juggles multiple tasks, now is the time to prioritize and hone in on what truly deserves your energy. By concentrating your efforts, you'll find that you not only move forward faster but with greater confidence and clarity. And if you can bring others into your vision, whether it's colleagues, collaborators, or loved ones, you'll be amazed at how quickly momentum builds. Your passion is contagious, and people are more likely to jump on board when they see your commitment in action. In your romantic life, there may be a strong desire to feel both emotionally and physically connected. You may be craving deeper intimacy, closeness, or simply a sense of being seen and appreciated. That's completely valid. If you're in a relationship, now could be a good time to plan a shared experience that brings you closer, something simple but meaningful, like a long conversation under the stars, cooking a new recipe together, or revisiting a place that holds memories for you both. And don't overlook the joy of small financial wins: finding a bargain, making a thoughtful purchase, or organizing your finances in a way that feels empowering. Every step counts, and they all build toward a more abundant future. This is also a powerful moment for reconnecting with your roots. Perhaps it's a visit with a relative, a phone call that turns into a heartfelt conversation, or even stumbling across an old photo that brings back a flood of memories. Re-establishing family ties, whether by blood or chosen family, can bring unexpected healing and even inspiration. You may hear stories today that deepen your understanding of where you come from and how those past connections have shaped the values you carry forward. You might even come across an old family remedy or health practice that piques your interest, something your grandparents swore by, and suddenly, you're curious to try it for yourself. Sometimes, wisdom skips a generation, only to land in your lap right when you need it. As we move through the waves of today's energy, remember that your ability to adapt with grace and lead with heart is one of your greatest strengths. The universe isn't throwing these shifts at you to test you, it's aligning circumstances to help you grow into a more empowered, aware version of yourself. So ask yourself, what truth am I discovering today? What change am I being asked to embrace, not resist? How can I show up for myself and those I care about with more clarity, courage, and compassion? If something in this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it. What new insight are you sitting with today? Have you noticed unexpected changes in your plans or relationships? Share your experience in the comments. It might be the encouragement someone else needs right now. Let's keep this space supportive, open, and real. We're all learning as we go, and that, in itself, is something to celebrate.